the fastest way for personal transformation. So this is like my third week or my fourth week back in my home country, the Netherlands, the coastal region, the province of Zeeland. It's a part of the Netherlands that has a lot of history. And in my next videos, and definitely my whole next videos of where I'm really heading, is more about reconnecting with my ancestors, my direct ancestors, and the influence it had on our collective consciousness. But in this video, the fastest way for personal transformation. You can go and sit on a retreat for 4 weeks, and that definitely has a major impact on your self-image, your consciousness, the trauma you have experienced, and how to release all of it and give yourself a major upgrade. But that's not for everyone. So as you can see, I'm back here in my home region, and every day right now I'm passing over this major dam that goes all the way over the major delta works. At the other sides of the dam we have saltwater lakes that separates us from the North Sea, protect us from the North Sea, and here in the back of me you can actually see the North Sea. So I have exchanged the English forests and the forest hills, the meadows, and all the beauty the English countryside has to offer for a coastal region. So as you can imagine, the fastest way for personal transformation is to change your environment. Because you can go to another place, you always take yourself with you. I left this place more than 10 years ago, more than 12 years ago. I moved to England in 2013. After 2.5 years, I thought I went crazy, I thought I went mental. I went back to the Netherlands and got a job in the same industry that I left from 2009-2010. Thinking it would be the same, but it wasn't the same. I wasn't the same person like how I used to be. Now, even more years added, going back to a working environment that initially I thought I should be leaving for a greater purpose that might be might be waiting for me. So I'm back, but the interesting thing is that I'm not the same person. I'm not the same version that I used to be. Speaking of which, I just saw the last rays of sunlight going down these dunes, which is absolutely incredible. So the funny thing is that I walked away from something 12 years ago, living in another country, coming back to the same place of where I left. But I'm not the same version. I changed when I moved to another place. Because of the challenges I had, the things I had to face within myself. Yet, going back to let's say a working routine that I wanted to walk away from. I wanted to walk away from this place. I wanted to walk away from myself, my environment, my upbringing, and everything that comes with it. Yet I brought myself with me, facing all these things that I wanted to walk away from. Yet I'm coming back to it, which is a very fascinating experience, I must say, of right now where I'm at. And February 2023 is actually the month for perhaps going through a deeper level of personal transformation that gives us a lot of inner challenges and conflicts and things we have to feel and experience. And yes, this actually might be a month for a big reset of our consciousness and the way we see ourselves and whatnot. And perhaps we could dive deeper in this concept of peeling another layer of the onion, so we can reach further and deeper the core of our inner self, of our true authentic self. Because what I'm coming back to is something that goes further and deeper. And what I'm picking up is that I must do work that contains diving deeper in the past of my ancestors and what we have done. And I feel like I can only do this when I'm back here at this place. So there are right now loads of things that I am up against and what I'm experiencing. Like I just drove here from England, took on a ferry. I drove here with just a suitcase with a couple of clothes. Most of my life and my stuff and everything, my relationship is still in London. Yet I'm here trying to make a new start with a job and all of it, and trying to build up a new base and going and coming back to the system of the Netherlands. And for those who don't know, many will say like, wow, you know, the Netherlands is one of the most sophisticated countries in the world, and all of it that comes with it. And you have good points. It is true. Perhaps the Dutch people are one of the most happiest people in the world. Yet we moan and complain about everything, about insignificant things. But it's part of the nature of being Dutch. Yet I'm coming back to the system. Finding a place to live is going into the housing crisis of what the Netherlands is currently experiencing, because there are way too many people here. It's a small place, yet it's overpopulated everywhere you go. If I want to make a video on a Sunday afternoon here on a beach, I could forget about it because I'm not getting a clear image. Although you see so much space here, in a summer it's absolutely loaded. On a beautiful Sunday afternoon it's loaded with people walking their dogs and people enjoying the weather, because we love the outdoors, we love getting out to the sea. And it's a complete new environment where I connect with a different element of nature: the air, the sky, the winds, the water, the sea. It has a different energy. This different energy does something to us. For me, I feel it's like rejuvenating, re-energizing, and I can't get enough of it. Yet the sea makes me feel more hungry. I want to eat more. And then I go to all the sweets and savories and the bakeries the Netherlands has to offer, and I know it's not good for me. So there are so many aspects that comes with it. Like if you really want to transform yourself, go to a different environment, because you can bring your body to a place, but you have to bring your mind with it as well. When I was in England, I always mentioned, like, wait a minute, you know, if you go to a place, if you replant a tree, can the roots of the tree ground itself there in the soil, in the earth? And can it thrive? Can it grow? Or the roots say, wait a minute, I don't recognize this type of soil. I don't recognize this type of earth. And I can't settle here. I can't ground myself. I can't build a base here. And the tree will basically fall over with just a tiny little breeze of the wind. Like I always mentioned, like a little candle in the winds. It will blow out as soon as the rain sets in. Beautiful words from Elton John. It's the same if you move to a place, to a new environment. Can you ground yourself there? Can you build a base there? Now I know for myself, I am on a spiritual path. I'm on a path of wanting to constantly evolve myself, and like I said, the fastest way to do that is to constantly change your environments. So there's this one element, like, okay, you want to settle somewhere, you want to build a base somewhere, you want to ground yourself somewhere. In my case, that's this place. But to really move up and to step up and climb the ladder of self-actualization, we must take our physical body and move around, so our soul and our spirits can have a taste of what it's like to see things from a different perspective. The grass is never greener, but you can see it from a different perspective. So if you move around and see things from different cultures and different historians or different environments, that's the fastest way to change your perspective on life. And then you notice that loads of things are changing in yourself as well. Your personal identity, your self-image, your physical body, and how your body reacts to different things and different elements. Do you need to change and adjust things in your diet, in your nutrition? Do you need to supplement your nutrition, or do you need to let go of certain things, or any of that? When I was in England, I wasn't really that hungry, to be honest, to be fair, but coming here, I feel like my appetite is increasing. So then I need to be conscious, like, wait a minute, I gotta be cautious with that as well, because if you eat more, you sleep more, because also the body requires more energy to digest that as well. Yes, I get energy from the air, the sea, and these natural elements, and therefore I feel like I could eat more. So there's loads of things that are interwoven in this whole aspects of changing your environments, which of course will change your perspective and will make a contribution to your personal transformation. Now, of course, there are more complex and deeper elements to transforming yourself, like on going onto retreats and doing deep spiritual healing work and energy healing work, and perhaps doing even crazy retreats of 1 or 2 weeks, or doing shamanic healing sessions and whatnot, or completely separate yourself from modern technology, the internet, and completely surround yourself with the earth, with the elements. These things will help you as well, but trying to rebuild a new base, a new life for yourself, starting from scratch, does incredible things. And that's really what I wanted to share with you in this video. As I'm moving along with all the things that I am working on, as I also need to adjust the aspects of reconnecting with this kind of environments in terms of my creativity, working with my visuals. As you can see here, everything is very wide, and this of course gives us, like photographers, let's say an invitation, like the only thing I want to do is throw a drone in the air, but then there's this element like, wait a minute, I am in a country where you can find one of the most complex bureaucratic rules and regulation, and country that is drowning itself in laws and regulations, and I felt very suffocating by that more than 12 years ago, and that's why I wanted to escape from that. And even looking to the rules and regulations of what goes with the rules of pointing a drone into the air, everything I see here, that's actually nature. One of the last areas of the Netherlands that still has some nature, the beaches, the dunes and everything, falls under a plan that is protected. So no drones allowed, because the drones could harm the nature. Yet if you go further, a little bit further up north, and we go into the areas of Rotterdam and these type of industries, and we have the Shell, we have the BP, we have the Esso, we have all the refineries, the shipping industry, the harm it does to the environment, it's a whole other topic for another video, which I probably not going into even that. Anyway, it's winter, it's February, I'm sitting still, I've got the air from the sea, it's getting really bloody cold, so I'm going to wrap up this video and go for a quick walk. And it's a great area as well for quick exercise, because I'm driving over, passing by every single day. Go for a quick run, do some pull-ups, a bit of exercise, lots of walking, and that's it. So let me know your thoughts, if you could relate to this, if you are going through a similar personal transformation right now. What are your experiences? Do you feel something similar, like you could, move to another place, but it takes time for you to land and reground yourself rebuilt a new base. And what kind of challenges do you experience? Let's start off this conversation. Simply drop a comment below, and I'll see you in one of my next videos, where I even need to rethink the direction I'm going forward to, as the messages I'm getting is something I need to do something in regards to doing something a little bit more ancestral, and where my few generations are actually coming from, and the things they have done to the world, and how we could clear that type of consciousness. But anyway, hope it was helpful. See you in one of my next videos. Take care for now. Bye bye.